Dr. Catherine Kolcaba, and I am the creator of the comfort theory. I began these studies back in 1987 as a graduate student, and it's enveloped into a full published work, um, including multiple articles and research to support my theory. It's a mid range theory, so it not only applies to nursing, but it can be applied to multiple behavioral sciences. Here's a little background on my education. When I came out of high school, I received a diploma in nursing from St. Luke's Hospital in 1965. I then did a bridge program from the RN to MSN program at Case Western Reserve University in 1987. This is where I began most of my comfort studies as a graduate student. I stayed at Case Western Reserve and graduated in 1997 with a PhD in nursing. I then went on and continued my studies. And eventually published The Comfort Theory and Practice, a vision for holistic health care and research. Now let's start by defining what comfort is. Comfort is the immediate experience of being strengthened through having the needs for relief, ease, or transcendence met in the physical, psychospiritual, environmental, and social contexts of experience. Relief, ease, and transcendence are the three types of comfort. Relief is the state of a patient who has a specific need met. Ease is the state of calm or contentment, and transcendence is a state in which one rises above one's problems or pain. Psychospiritual, physical, environmental, social, cultural, these are all the contexts in which a patient or a person can experience comfort. Okay? So physical pertains to bodily sensations, the homeostatic mechanisms, and immune function, such as pain control or like heating IV fluids and analgesia preoperatively, or position changes. The psychospiritual pertains to the internal awareness of self, including self-esteem, self-identity, knowing one's sexuality, and the meaning in one's life. Even their understood relationship to a higher order of being. Their environment is their external background, like how we experience warmth and pillows for body comfort. Sociocultural pertains to interpersonal, family, and societal relationships. Our finances, teaching, the healthcare personnel around us, advocacy, information, also family traditions and rituals, how those need to be incorporated to make us comfortable in our experience of regaining health and seeking those health needs that we need to get over whatever sickness is going on. Now, this is the basis of my theory, is the taxonomic structure. This has 12 cells in it. It includes the three types of comfort which are listed at the top of the grid, and the four contexts in which comfort occurs. When a patient experiences these types of comfort within one of these contexts, their comfort needs are being met, or you can use this to see what comfort needs need to be met and in which context they need to be met in. Now, here are the major definitions of the comfort theory. This is the conceptual framework. These pieces are added together and it flows in a way to where in the end the patient has those our comfort needs are met. So what are healthcare needs? Healthcare needs are those needs identified by the patient or family in a particular practice setting. Intervening variables are those factors that are not likely to change, over which we as providers have little control, such as the prognosis, financial situation, and the extent of social support. Comfort is an immediate desirable outcome of nursing care, according to my theory. When comfort interventions are delivered consistently over time, they are correlated with the trend to increase comfort levels over time, with desired health-seeking behaviors and with improved institutional outcomes. Health-seeking behaviors. This was first introduced in 1975. Health-seeking behaviors can be internal, healing, immune function, number of T cells, or it can be external, health-related activities or functional outcomes, or it can be a peaceful death. The relationship between comfort and health-seeking behaviors are entailed in the second part of my theory. The first part of the theory is focused on increasing the desires of comfort level. Pain relief falls in this part. I believe that when patients achieve a certain level of comfort, their sense of achievement and health-seeking behavior is positively affected. Then the patient feels strengthened and more likely to engage in positive health-seeking behaviors, which, as I said, could be internal or external or peaceful death. That's the second part of the theory. The third part constitutes the relationship among comfort, health-seeking behavior, and institutional integrity. Institutional integrity, as defined by me in 2007, are the values, financial stability, and wholeness of healthcare organizations at the local, regional, state, and national levels. In addition to hospital systems, the definition of institution includes public health agencies such as Medicare and Medicaid, health agencies, and nursing home consortiums. Also, test theory can be on the first part, second part, and third part, or the whole theory. Nurse comfort has been addressed, but much excitement has been generated by linking the nurse comfort, or nurse satisfaction is what we're used to hearing, to increase patient comfort. Best policies are protocols and procedures developed by an institution for overall use after collecting evidence. And best practices are those protocols and procedures developed by an institution for specific patient family applications after collecting evidence. Thus, how this all ties together. Enhanced hospital integrity, which is the institutional integrity, happens when specific patient needs have been met. The hospital stay is shortened, the patient is satisfied, and there is a cost saving and decreased morbidity rates. When patients do better, hospitals do better. In the comfort theory, the nurse pretty much follows the nursing process. She assesses the patient's comfort needs, develops and implements the nursing interventions, and evaluates the patient's comfort following those interventions. She does an intentional assessment of comfort needs and designs comfort measures to address those needs that the patient and the family have to find. Also, the assessment may either be objective or as an observation, and it is up to the nurse to assess and implement needs as they may see fit, even if the patient can't speak for themselves. Health is considered to be optimal functioning as defined by the patient or family, community, or group. The patient can be considered individual, family, institution, or communities in need of health care. And the environment is any aspect of the patient, family, or institutional surroundings that can be manipulated by a nurse or loved ones to enhance comfort. Nightingale, Harmer, and Goodnow all made major points about what comfort is to nursing. Nightingale made increasing health and comfort. That was the reason for observation. That was the reason for assessment. We assess our patients to save their lives by increasing health and comfort. Harmer discussed the importance of the nurses providing environmental comfort, and the relief of pain and discomfort were central to good practice. Goodnow judged her nurse's ability to make her patients comfortable, because this is both physical and mental, and the nurse's responsibility does not end with physical care. Here's where we come up with the conceptual framework considering the environment and societal influence in the context in which you can experience comfort. Watson and Orlando are major contributors, not contributors, but or I guess her origins of theory, where she introduces what comfort really is, and those before her who defined comfort in some way, but not in depth in the way that I have. Watson published her theory uh, for the science of caring, which comfort is a significant part. She identified comfort as the variable that affects external and internal environments. Orlando focused on the needs of patients and the nurse's ability to assess and meet those needs. And this is where the nurse's definition and where the nurse's part is in providing comfort and meeting those comfort needs. The nurse was to assess physical and mental comfort. Here are a few assumptions that must be made in order to fully comprehend this theory: that human beings have the capability for a holistic response to complex stimuli. Comfort is a desirable holistic outcome that is relevant to the discipline of nursing, and humans actively strive to meet or have their basic needs met, comfort needs met. When comfort needs are met, patients are strengthened. I've contributed a lot of work towards holistic care. Uh, Comforting and caring for a patient and holistic nursing are all integrated and can be applied to nursing as a whole, not just as, oh, well, I'm going to meet the patient's comfort needs and then I'm going to meet their care needs. No, it's the entire holistic care of nursing that we need to apply to our patients. So, Margin McCormack did a study, wrote an article entitled Nursing Theory Directed Healthcare Modifying this comfort theory as an institution-wide approach. So how can a whole hospital or how can a whole institution apply the comfort theory and integrate holistic care into their practice? Also, Goodwin has an article, a novel theory for nursing education, holistic comfort. So again, holistic care and comfort all go in together. And there's been other research relating to comfort theory and integrating it into holistic nursing. Now, here are a few articles that I've published that where I've been influenced. So, holistic comfort once again. The effects of guided imagery on comfort of women with early stage breast cancer undergoing radiation therapy. How comfort affects women after they know that they have breast cancer. How they know that after they've undergone radiation therapy. How the effects of guided imagery on comfort of these women. How does it affect their outcomes? Also, the development of a healthy bladder education program. I specialize in gerontology, so this subject is very familiar with me. Also, the effects of guided imagery on comfort, depression, anxiety, and the stress of psychiatric inpatients with depressive disorders. Lastly, I would like to end by saying comfort is an experience. We all experience comfort in our daily lives. Going to sleep, resting our heads on pillows, sitting at home with our family. Those areas where we're comfortable at. So in a hospital with our patients, to meet those comfort needs that they're unable to do for themselves, we as nurses must make an initiative to seek out what makes our patients comfortable and contribute to our patients' satisfaction and contribute to their positive outcome in meeting their comfort needs.